Clear Creek County has seen a number of high-profile incidents in recent years, and that's driven a wedge between law enforcement there and the people they protect.
Now the new sheriff is on a campaign to mend some fences and rebuild public trust. As your reporter in the mountains found out, he's doing that one cup of coffee at a time.
Within his very first month in office, Sheriff Matthew Harris decided to come to Idaho Springs at a coffee shop, buy folks coffee, and have a conversation with them in hopes that those conversations over those cups of coffee lay seeds for a better future.
Starting the day with a cup of coffee from the Frothy Cup Cafe is symbolic today, as the sheriff's office tries to start their relationship with the public anew.
We have a lot of work to do.
Sheriff Matthew Harris took the job after former Sheriff Rick Alvers retired amid the disgrace of the Christian Glass case. The young man was killed after calling 911 for help after getting his car stuck on a rock. Harris has condemned that night and is looking to fix the face of the office one cup at a time.
That's kind of where we start, right? And we're going to be doing these events at least one a month.
Whether it's coffee or it's a meeting at a high school, he wants interaction with his deputies to happen more than just when something has gone wrong and someone calls for help. He wants to rebuild the public's, as well as the state's, trust, but there is a distinct lack of that right now.
Transparency is paramount. What this office has gone through, we have to be transparent, and we have to do better, but if we make mistakes, and we are human, and people will make mistakes, my job is to make sure my folks make fewer and fewer mistakes, and we get better.
The last time we talked with the sheriff, he promised he was going to talk to Christian Glass's parents, Simon and Sally Glass. He says the conversation is a work in progress, just like the efforts to correct the culture.
I actually have texted his dad,
okay.
And so we're looking to find a time that meets for both of us, but I have reached out, and Mr. Glass and I had a text conversation about trying to figure out the right time and place to meet. So.
Now, as a reminder, there are still 7 criminal cases involving law enforcement officers across different law enforcement agencies involved with Christian Glass's death. One is expected to go to a trial here this year. We will keep you posted as we learn more. In Idaho Springs, Spencer Wilson covering Colorado First.